Good morning to my Flosstube update. I was going to do a stitch with me, but I haven't. Sorry, somebody furry just came along. Say hello, Coco. You gonna say hello? Good girl. Do you want to go? I was going to do a stitch with me and I just needed to edit my video and had so many interruptions. You might have seen cat hair in the ear. So I just had to edit it, and could I edit it? No. We have had builders here probably all week. Number one, they enclosed our mudroom so we could put Coco's robot litter in there. I should insert a picture here, hopefully, so you can see what I mean. We need to put the flooring down, but in the meantime we're just using it. The other thing we need to do is, I'm thinking, that was my thinking face. We need to paint it. I'm not sure that's what I was thinking. Anyway, until my update, I have all my numbers for April. I did 34,395 stitches, and to be honest, I was really surprised. So I only have 3 projects. Oh, Coco! I'm really sorry. She loves rubbing herself against my tripod just in case I don't know she's there. So I only worked on 3 projects in the last I'm not sure what day I did my video. The last week? We will say the last week. Oh dear. But I need to come up with a system, and I think I would like to do them weekly at the moment and see how I go. So welcome to any new subscribers. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for the returning subscribers for coming back. I really appreciate everybody's comments. I need to actually reply to some, so I'm sorry it is a bit delayed, but moving has definitely put me off track. So I only had 3 things to show you. So number 1, what am I going to put behind it? Is my Absinthe Goggles. Cuts out. Hopefully the lighting is alright. Hopefully I've also put a before picture. I am super impressed with this. This is mini Absinthe Goggles. I started it. Look, I need to read all the details. I started it on the 21st of April, and then this week I have done, well, in the last few days, I've nearly done another 3,000 stitches. And then I worked on, so for a mini, sorry, this is by Heaven and Earth Designs, that doesn't help, and it is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and it is a mini. I'm not sure if I said all that. So anyway, I'm struggling to find good light until I figure out the spot that I really want to video on. So look at, you can see all the details on the strap. Well, I hope you can. We'll go like that and hope for the best. So I wanted to get a page finished. That is what I've decided for my May, is that I want to, instead of doing monogamous May or Mad May or anything like that. I want to see how many pages I can get finished. Excuse me, just a drink. I've been on the phone a while today. My next piece is my biggest piece. You can see I have unpicked the thread because I had a sleeve to put the dowel rods on. This is Day and Night Africa by Lars Stewart, and I started on, I had it on the scroll frame. The scroll frame that the size of the scroll frame that I needed to have it on was 40 inches, which is 1.10 meters, I think. Some things I work in inches and some things I don't. So this is the second page. I've already completed that first page. I don't know why this colour is a little bit different because it's all the same skein, but I wonder whether I've got collected dust from something. So you can see I've got heaps of fabric. Didn't really want to do it on the Q-snap. I wanted to do it on the scroll frame, but I just found it unmanageable. And in the end, I decided that if I didn't enjoy stitching on it, I wasn't going to stitch on it. The other thing is that my hand is bothering me again, and my arm is sore up to my shoulder. And I think the reason for that is that I started my Afghan, Halloween Afghan by Stony Creek, and I was doing it 4/2 full cross on 20 count, so that brings it down to a 10 count really. And I found it too thick, too hard to stitch, and I just hated stitching it. It was more the fact that because I'm using CXC with it, so that's more like, I don't know, 6 strands instead of 4, and I did about 500 stitches, and I decided that I needed to frog it all, so I did that on, what day did I do that? Monday, I think. What day did I do it on? I can't remember stuff, and other stuff I remember. Hi, Bubby. Yeah, that was on Monday, the 1st of May, because that's when I wanted to start it. And I frogged all those stitches and decided that, so I did 2,100 on Absinthe Goggles instead to get a wee bit of that green in. So, could you not see, Bubby? You're not going to fall off, are you? Some people aren't funny. And then we've had, so the builders did the wall, and they raised the floor in the mudroom as well because it was lower than the rest of the house and always had to step up, and we decided that we'd have it raised. So we have got extra flooring that from when we did our kitchen and bathrooms. So we will stick the flooring down in due time. So, and then they did the framing for the ramp outside the front door, and we did a ramp outside Brendan's room. And then I'd had a bad week because I wasn't sleeping unless I had a sleeping tablet, because we had mice in the ceiling, which is very much a country thing that they have they're out in the paddocks until it's colder, and then they come in and go up your pipes and things and have the winter in your ceiling. So the other day I got Dave to go up there and put some bait up, and it was quite funny. Probably about an hour later you heard them all running to where we put the bait, and I haven't heard anything since, so obviously they enjoyed that wee treat. We have a possum as well. I tell you the dilemmas at the moment. The possum has been climbing on the outside of the house. We do have a possum trap, so I think we're going to have to use that. And then, not last night, the night before, Brendan dislocated his shoulder. I had locked the front door, and the back door you couldn't get to because of the new concrete. He came to the front door and he knocked a couple of times. I'd had a sleeping tablet and Dave was really tired, so we didn't hear him. So he had to call the ambulance to take him to Dunedin, and then in the morning Dave lost his truck keys, so he had to take my car. So I spent most of the morning wandering around the house trying to find his truck keys, and he left his cell phone in his truck, so I had to go get that. And then once I got his phone, it kept ringing, so I'd have to answer it. So I got quite inventive with my responses. It was like lost and found, etc. So yeah, there was a lot of walking around, and then in the afternoon my feet swelled up that much that I wasn't able to walk anymore. So yeah, yesterday was a bad day. And Dave did find his keys. They were in his overall pocket, like I said they were. So he kind of hit a wall yesterday. I think he was just that tired and just couldn't do any more. So I totally understand that. So I will stop talking and show you my piece. This is my Halloween Afghan by Stony Creek. And what I am doing is 2/1 on 14 count Ada. And I intend to wash it afterwards and then make it into a wall hanging. So that was, how many stitches was that, Tanya? 840. I did that yesterday. So I'm really happy. So I'm going to work on this for a few days until I finish the page. And then, so it is a huge piece of fabric. It's still... Did I lean my head on you, Bubby? Hey? Are you unimpressed? It's 110 by 100 centimetres. Look, I know centimetres for this one, because when you buy the fabric in New Zealand, it tells you it in centimetres. Hey, please don't. So I have still been... Oh, bye, Bubby. I've still been printing thread drops, as you can see. I have now got it sorted that I can print 60 at a time. So that's really cool. I'm really happy with them. Someone was asking if I could show some of my art that I've done, because that is a piece up there that I have done, but I have a lot more. There is nothing. I have them everywhere. Not sure I can get them all. I will show you this piece because it is getting ready to be put on the wall. I don't think I can take the glare is off. So that piece is sitting behind me because I might that way. because I want to put it up here in due time. I have so much other artwork that I need to put up, but I need to lean them against the wall until I've decided if that's where I really want to put it. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, new starts. I plan to have a few new starts. My God Shed His Grace, I have that kitted up. That is from the Cross Stitch Studio, and I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I found that in Absinthe Goggles because I had the regular size and I couldn't find that either. I think they're together. I don't know where. I've given up looking. So God Shed His Grace, the God Shed piece is massive, and Cowan Bug was just saying on her Stitch With Me, I think it was, sorry if I've got that wrong, and she was saying about the Artisy had the same pattern, but they have a small, medium and large, and I re-bought the pattern. I bought a medium. It's only 135 stitches to stitch it, and I love it. So I ordered the threads this morning, so they should arrive next week if we get our mailbox up. Another thing we could do. If not, I'll get it on Thursday because the mailman has said until we get our box up, he'll just drop it off at the house every Thursday, any mail and any papers. So that was really nice of him. So I definitely want to start that sooner than later. I also want to start Tell Us, and I bought more patterns. When the Haid had the sale, I was talking about this in my Stitch With Me that you'll never see. I bought some Donald Davidson pieces. I will insert the pictures here. That I actually bought 4 patterns, and I will insert the picture of God Shed His Grace. I think that's what it's called, by Abraham Hunter from Artisy. This is the first Artisy pattern I have, so it'll be interesting to see what I think. It was interesting when I kitted it up because I think it's kitted up for a 14 count. I think I'll put it on 20 count. Coco, get down, Bubby. She's on my computer desk. Because I don't normally sit this end of the house, I normally sit the other end of the house. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Thank you very much for joining me. Sorry I put life in at the middle and normally put it at the end. I had my second infusion and it went really well, had no side effects whatsoever, so that was awesome. They said, the hospital rang today and they said from now on I probably, month by month it'll be a lot better. Eventually it'll be quicker, but not at the moment. I can't get a hair appointment to cut my hair for a couple of weeks, but that's okay. It's not annoying me yet. And the retreat this weekend. Sorry, I'm going to have to get up. Coco! It's all good. Thank you. All good, all sorted. And no, it did not land on her. Just went next to her. What did you do? Sorry about that. So the retreat this weekend, Dave isn't even going to the rugby tonight because this is the 5th of May, I think. He's not going to the rugby. He's too tired. He decided that it's really good that I'm not going to the retreat either this weekend because my feet are that swollen. I can't even get my shoes on. This morning I thought, oh yay, I can get my shoes on. This morning I went and posted a couple of packages that I had a few issues posting them this week. I had to do the customs forms twice. They weren't happy with them. So second time lucky. So they are winging off overseas at the moment. Not really, they're still at the post shop until 4:30, and then they'll be winging off. So I got my shoes on this morning and I was thinking, oh, that's really good. And then I remembered I had a couple more things in the car that I should go grab, and I couldn't get my shoes on again. And so I have made a doctor's appointment. It is on the 31st of May. Good thing I'm not in a rush. So I felt like I had a lot of things that I did today. I still need to do a few more jobs, and then I can stitch on my Halloween Afghan. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm really sorry that I'm not making the retreat, but hopefully I can next time. I need to go on more drugs because of my feet. They are now saying that I've got kidney issues, so I might have to have dialysis, but we will see. I've put that off. I said I didn't want to consider anything until after my next infusion, because I felt it might have been a one-off, the bad blood results, because I wasn't quite drinking as much as I normally do with moving. Still unpacking, still trying to figure out where stuff is going. I keep changing my mind. I had all my craft stuff in my walk-in robe, and then decided no, I didn't want it there. So I've moved it a couple of times and I'm still not set on where I want things and where to put all my projects. David goes, you can't have 22 projects. No, I don't. I have about 26 now because I keep starting things. So have a great week, and I will see you again next week. I'm not sure I'll have a stitch with me. I'll have to see how it goes with Dave being around and Brendan coming inside all the time. So have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the coronation if that's what you're going to, if you watch that. I'm really looking forward to actually seeing it. So have a good one. Talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye. This is a Taught Craft piece. It's actually kitted for a 25 count 1/1 full cross, and I need to kit this one up. This is my Gus Creation stand, and I tried to have my day and night Africa on it, but I just found it still uncomfortable. I hate flicking it over. These are my new Dominic Davidson patterns, and a outlier I had an Amy Stewart. I kept looking at this pattern saying, I need to get it. And Jess was laughing at me. She said, you already have it. And I wanted to show, this is what our gully looked like before we did it. You can see when they started it. And this is what it looks like now. I had to show this next picture. We have a cat that drinks the drips of milk. Drips of milk that come out after the tanker has collected it. It's not our cat.